On the 2025 Honda Goldwing, Honda finally added wireless CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. But if you've got a 2018 to 2024 Goldwing, well, it's a different story. Hey everybody, welcome back to Cruiseman's Garage. Today I'm going to talk about a brand new wireless CarPlay adapter for your 2018 to 2024 Honda Goldwing. In fact, any motorcycle that you have wired Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, you should be able to use this wireless CarPlay adapter. And I should also point out, this will work with any motorcycle or any car that has wired CarPlay, any vehicle that has typical USB wired CarPlay where you have to plug in your phone. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to unhook the Carlin kit that I currently have in. It's not turned on right now, so I'm just going to unplug it. You can see the difference in size. This is the Mini Ultra. This is the original Carlin kit. Pretty amazing how small it is, isn't it? Okay, we no longer need this cable to connect because this had a USB-C connector and the Goldwing has a USB-A connector. Now I should point out that this Mini Ultra does come with a USB-A to USB-C adapter. So if your car or motorcycle has USB-C, you plug this in and then you'll plug this USB-A into the back of that. So they do give you that. So let's just go ahead and plug this in. This thing is tiny. So that's going to free up some space in this very space limited glove box. Now let me see if I can get my Bluetooth to connect to it and we'll get started. I do want to see if there's any kind of a light when you turn the bike on that this thing has power. I don't see it. I don't see a light anywhere. So that's something that you had on the original Carlin kit that you no longer have. So let me see if I can get my phone to connect. As soon as my Bluetooth headset connected to the Goldwing, I got this screen, which allows me to choose to have Apple CarPlay always connect every time I start up the bike. And then you get the screen here to basically walk you through the setup. It's very simple, much easier than the previous Carlin kit. Next, I went to my Bluetooth setup and waited for the VEH icon to show up and told it to pair, and it paired instantly. Very simple. I went ahead and told it to allow the contacts and favorites to sync, and it connected CarPlay. I told it to connect, and that was it. Almost instantly, the CarPlay screen appeared on my dash, and it was that simple. Once I got the Mini Ultra connected, I wanted to check to make sure I had the latest version of the firmware, and you can do over-the-air updates with this, and it is super simple. There is an IP address. You need your web browser on your phone, and you go to 192.168.50.100, and that will take you to the settings page for the Mini Ultra. You're basically using the phone's Wi-Fi to connect to the Mini Ultra to the settings page, and here you can do a lot of different things. One thing I like to do is set a startup delay. I'm going to set it to 20 seconds. I can always come back in and extend that if I need to. And what this does, it will instruct the Carlin kit to not attempt to make a connection to my phone for 20 seconds. And that gives me time to reboot my Bluetooth headset if I need to. Sometimes my headset doesn't connect on the first attempt, and often I'll have to turn off my headset and turn it back on, and it usually connects the second time. It's important to note that Apple CarPlay will not work unless you have a Bluetooth headset connected. So if you're not getting Apple CarPlay, it could be because your headset is not connecting. Some of the other settings on this screen, I just leave them as they are. I don't really know what all of them mean. If you do need to contact support, they give you a form there you can fill out. But here down below is where you can do your online firmware updates. I'm going to select the one at the very top that looks to be the latest update based on the date shown in the number. And I'm going to hit the upgrade button, and it basically just goes out using your phone's Wi-Fi and it downloads the update. I'm going to let this run in real time so you can see exactly how long it took to download and install the update. Now, once the system has finished updating, it does give you a message and it says it will restart. I did notice on my Honda Goldwing screen, the Apple CarPlay screen went away temporarily for just a few seconds, and then it eventually did come back up.